go. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. World to another episode of your favorite podcast, primarily speaking. I am your host with the most, man with the gas, Mr. Poppin' Two Quarters. Let me get in that ass. It is your boy, Prime and Azul to the 25.
No doubt, dog. And I am the total package Rex Devereaux. Definitely one of downtown's finest support city original. We doing our thing. We are back once again. And what we got on the lineup, cause he just us today.
Just us, man. Just us, man. And we got a few things to rap about. We got a few things to rap about, man. We're gonna jump into it in just a second, man. Before we do that, man, I want to ask how your week been? How was your past week, sir?
This has been the longest short week I ever had, dog. I'm so
Longest short
glad
week.
this
Oh
week.
yeah, because last Monday was a holiday, huh?
That's right. That's right. That's right. And the holiday was perfect. Everything was fine. And I think that precursor man just made it go real downhill for the rest of the week. So
Really?
it was mediocre. I'm glad it's Sunday. Get to watch these games and stuff, man. We're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, it been pretty straight, man. How about you, man? How was your week, though?
My week been pretty decent, man. We had Friday night our kitchen faucet kind of fucked up. It wouldn't shut off, man. So ended up having to call a damn plumber. And man, that shit made me mad, man, because I called a plumber. It came out. Now, don't you let me tell you something. Plumbers make some money, bro. They get fucking paid. This motherfucker tried to charge me. Well, he was offering to replace my kitchen sink faucet thing. But it was gonna cost $772 for to buy the part and put it in. $772.
Damn.
That's crazy. A
Man,
kitchen
he
faucet by
better go
itself don't cost no more than like maybe $150. It was gonna
Did he
charge
break it down for you?
no, that was price and labor. That was it. 700
All right,
was
yo. I
price and
mean,
labor.
he could at least made up something, man. Damn.
Man, I only thing I had him do was repair the faucet because he was running down on me how this is about I don't know 10 years old, some whatever the case may be, and he's saying it probably need to be replaced, yada yada this yada yada that. But I end up paying $445 for him to replace this little cartridge that's inside the kitchen faucet that allows you to turn the thing on and off. 445. Now that cartridge don't cost that much. Now that cartridge is like maybe $50. No, it's less than 100. This motherfucker charged me four
Damn. The
hundred and
rest of that was
forty-five
free.
dollars for that. Now, $50 of that was for them to come out. That's their diagnostic fee or whatever. But man, and you got to pay attention when they talk because he been running down some prices. But one of the prices was only if you decided to have them do the work. And he did the way he broke it down wasn't it wasn't like that. Like it was very confusing. I had to tell him. I said, man, you shouldn't tell nobody else that the same way you tell me, because that shit was confusing as hell, man. You had me thinking one thing and you meant something completely different. You need to be honest with people when you breaking down all these prices, man. He's like, yeah, I know. Well, if you know, do better. Shit,
Right. Don't tell me you know. Do the
you
shit.
go to shit damn confusing. Do better. Do a better job of presenting the
Yeah.
shit, man. Oh well, but yeah, that was my week, man. I hung out with Vaughn, man, Friday. Me and Vaughn were chopping it up Friday, man. We've been tripping.
Move on. That's what's up.
His birthday was yesterday. I'm on the 5th, so I went to by there Friday. I didn't know what he had Saturday, so I said, let me go by there Friday after work and chop it up with him. Good old times, man. Reminiscing, having some good conversation. I go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
No
had a
doubt. That's always a.
Go ahead.
No, I said that's always a good thing.
I want to ask you a question, right? And this
Mhm.
I heard a
Ask away.
story. I had the story about some people they went to a strip club. They went to a strip club, And the person who was telling me the story, their parents went with them. Mom and dad went with them, right? And so while they was there, a stripper came up to his pops and started pee popping in front of him. You know, she got on a handstand and put her legs up in the air. And so she wouldn't fall, her pops had to grab her legs, you know,
Yeah, that's
grab her
how it
legs.
works.
And the girl just started, you know, popping that shit, popping that shit, popping that shit. And the person, mom, been right there watching. I would
This,
like,
please don't.
I would not know how to. I would die laughing at that scene just to see, like you in there with your wife, and this chick just come out the blue. Now he ain't asked for it, just come out the blue and start popping in front of you, holding the legs, and then your wife just standing there looking at you like.
While you holding her legs, exactly.
And these ain't like young people, dog. These are older folk, dog. That shit was funny, man. That was a funny ass story, man. He told
Yeah, I mean, first off, I mean, for them going into the strip club with their kids, that's how the story jumps off right there. That's how it goes downhill right there from the start. Yep.
That's some wild stuff, man. I don't know if I could do that. I couldn't go. I could not go to the strip club with my mom. I could do that.
No, not at all. Not at all. Mm-mm.
But you know, some parents are cool like that. You know what I mean? Like they don't mind that environment. You know what I'm saying? So you know, yeah, teach their own, teach their own, teach their own. But
No doubt.
yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's jump
Right.
into some random news, random news, some random stories from around the country. Read a story, man, in Dixon City, Pennsylvania. He went to a Home Depot and wanted a lawnmower, but he didn't want to pay for it. And when one of the law, they call them loss prevention employees came up to stop him, he pulled a gun out on the dude. So he stole a lawnmower, and then his getaway car was a Kia Sportage. Now we all know that a Kia Sportage ain't got no kind of get up and go, but that was his getaway car of choice, man. You rob a Home Depot at gunpoint for a lawnmower. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, you need to cut your
And
grass that bad?
yeah, no doubt. And this happened in Pittsburgh. Oh,
No, Dixon City, Pennsylvania.
Dixon City, Pennsylvania. Okay, all right.
I
I'm
never heard
safe.
of that city, but
Yeah, me either. Yeah,
I'm like, you know what? It would have been a lot cheaper just to hire some Mexicans to do it. They would have charged you like 45, $30, maybe 40 at the most.
yeah, and get it done right too. You
And
know.
now you done went to Home Depot. Now you got to charge. You're gonna be locked up over a two, three, maybe $400 lawnmower. Mm-mm-mm. Man, desperate times, brother.
That's,
Desperate times.
that's exactly. Desperation is a stink cologne. I keep telling people that.
Man, that was ugly and mean. Next story. Florida. You know how Florida go.
Oh
Florida
shit,
man
Florida shit.
in Verse City, I think is what it was. Vero Beach, Florida. Vero Beach, Florida. Man by the name of what was his name? John Henry James III.
Okay,
Uh,
hold up. Stop right there. Start right there. Start right there. He
what
got three names. He got
what
three
that,
names.
what that mean?
And he, oh, come on now. Come on now. We know this, man. Every time you hear a story about something happening in Florida, these dudes be having three names, man. And he's a junior. Yeah, I know. Just go ahead, carry on, man. Let's hear this hilarious story, dog.
John Henry James III, 32 years old, out of Vero Beach, Florida, took police on a high-speed chase. And throughout this chase, he ended up going into an apartment complex. And then I guess he got to a point where he couldn't drive no more. He hops out the car. And when he hops out the car, what he has in hand is his 2-month-old baby. 2-month-old baby. And commences to run. And so the police, they were like, well, we didn't want to tackle him or trip him up. We don't want him to hurt the baby. But James, or whatever his name was, Henry, yeah, John Henry James, whatever. He um he turns around and throws his 2-month-old baby at the police so he could try to get away. So he sacrificed his baby, 2-month-old baby, just so he could get away.
Right. Ain't that something?
That's
Ain't that
something
something?
right there.
You know what that is, guys? That's Florida shit, though. That's Florida shit. Telling you.
Hey man, hey, and they say Florida be crazy. God damn, boy, they ain't lying.
Ain't lying, man. That's how it goes down there.
Yo,
We know.
2 month old baby, bro.
That's
Come on.
crazy, man. That's just retarded. I mean, what was you doing just to have your 2-month-old baby? And then you gonna throw it at the cops like throwing a trash can to get away or something like that. And the
And that
worst thing about it, he still got caught.
don't get caught.
Yeah, they
So
should have
now,
really whooped his ass when they
so
caught
now
up
you
with
got
him.
like child endangerment charges and stuff too. All kind.
Oh no,
It's
dog.
just
Yeah,
goodness. That's
it's
and
Florida shit.
oh, what the police was saying, he was like 6 feet away. He about 6 feet away when he threw the baby, and it wasn't. He said it wasn't no underhanded toss, but like a
Like
overhanded
rightfully.
throw. The way
Man,
the
I know
boss,
I'm laugh, man.
that shit
Oh
wild though,
man,
man. You can't help but damn laugh at the stupidity, man.
you you really can't, man. You really can't. Like, damn, dog. I hope they whoop his ass in jail for real.
That's just so sad, man. So fucking sad.
Yeah.
So most sad news. Um, a private school called Dalton School in Manhattan, Upper East Side, apparently is teaching their first graders, 6 and 7 year olds, about masturbation. Um, so they were showing a video in class where the in the video the kids are talking about touching themselves, and the teachers are letting them know that that's okay. It is okay to touch yourself. Now
What?
the yeah the health educator or the health like administrator or whatever that's over the district or whatever was trying to say that it wasn't about masturbation. It was more about touching yourself and feeling okay, not being embarrassed about it. But at the same time, you don't do it in public. You're supposed to do it in private. But the problem I got with all of this is that they never got consent from the parents. They got no consent from the
Oh,
parents
this is
to teach this subject matter. And they also, I forgot to tell you this earlier when I was talking about it. They were also saying that the kids need to have consent from their grandparents before their grandparents can hug them.
Are you serious, dog?
Serious, man.
This
Serious.
this is what they doing in schools now. This
They
is what's happening. This is
they
what's hot in the streets.
they telling the kids, don't let your grandparents touch you without consent. So they can't get a
This done
hug.
turning to right from the grand peoples. Man, you gotta be kidding. Listen, first off, whoever doing this shit, everybody involved should be locked up immediately for child endangerment, just like how you said about the Florida story, dog. How are you going to put out there the little kids that it's okay to it's
Okay,
okay
touch yourself.
to touch the still, but don't do it in public, do it in private. First off, that's a parent conversation that you have with your
Yes.
child individually in private. That ain't nothing you just spread about in class. I mean, you know, sometimes I feel bad for some teachers, man, but for these teachers right here, they need to have their ass whipped.
The boy gonna
Yeah,
get the
yeah. Somebody needs to give a rubber hoses. There you
give
go.
him that, man.
Exactly.
To give him that, man. Because
Yeah.
how you gonna
Please
take that
do.
away from the parents? Like, what if the parent don't feel like their kid is ready for that conversation? You know what I mean?
They're not ready for that conversation, man, in first grade.
Not in first grade, man. They don't need to be learning about they don't even start really teaching sex in school until what, middle school, I think. I think it's middle school.
Right. Yeah, middle school. Way later in middle school too. I mean, that's irresponsible, man. I can't.
And the,
And like you said, you need to get consent from the parents. They just did the shit. Like, yeah, we got a right to do this. No, you don't.
in the
You
in
don't,
the
man.
video, one of the little boys in the video, I paraphrase, he was like, "Yeah, sometimes my penis it feels weird, and then it points straight up."
Oh, see, man, they don't know the damage they're doing to them little kids, man, so early.
And then one of the teachers was talking to the little girl, talking about yeah, the little girl was like, "Yeah, I feel funny too sometimes." The teacher was like, "No, but you have us a vulva." Like, You don't know what a fucking vulva is in fucking first grade?
Hey, man.
No clue what a damn vulva is.
Oh man, they don't even know their ABCs real straight yet, man. And that's what you forcing on them right now? Come on, man.
You just
Cry
learning how to
out.
read, man. God damn.
Yeah, like let them be kids.
It's
They in such a rush to make these kids adults, man. It's ridiculous, though.
I know.
I keep telling man, see me and you disagree on that, man. But some of these parents need to have their ass whipped out.
Well,
Rubber hoses,
the parents was
rubber
mad.
hoses.
The parents
Hmm.
was upset with the school for doing this without at the least. Even one of the parents were like, "Look, I understand if you want to teach kids about you know sex or whatever in school, but you don't do it without my consent. That's my child. You know what I'm saying? I get to
Yeah,
decide
but
what
I
my
ain't talking
child
about
learns."
them parents. I talk about I talking about the administrators that allowed this shit. The people that was like, oh yeah, and the person who kind of defended that shit, like, well, it's not about masturbation. Well, then what is it about, bitch? That's what you're talking about. That's what you're teaching them. You gonna talk about it's not about masturbation. What is it about? Damn, come on, man.
That's too much, man.
That's some
That's way too
bullshit,
much.
man. Yeah. They should be locked up, cuz for real. That shit really puts me off right there with them kids, man. Cause I love kids, man. I don't see how people can do that type of shit to little kids, man.
Bring back public stoning. Goodness.
I
Shit.
second that. I second that.
Shit, man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So all right. Talking about inappropriate, being inappropriate. So, Monique got out
Segue.
on online and she was saying how the women, females, what I mean, could y'all please stop wearing your bonnets and your pajamas at the airports, and then out, just out in general, wearing bonnets and shit out in general, man. And I wanted to hear what
Right.
you had to say about women wearing bonnets in public. Rex, what you got? What you got? I know you got something.
I,
Give me some fire.
I yeah, I think it's classless. I think it's crass. Um, it's nasty, because you really look, real homely when you're out there like that, and how you presenting yourself. It shows no pride at all,
Mm.
and we ain't gonna act like this just started now, because even back in the day when we were younger, man, we were kids, you had some females that come out the house with the big moo and the rollers. That's when
Yeah.
the rollers been and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep,
And see
yep,
now
yep.
all they got to do is slap on the waist and shit. Yeah. So I mean, this shit ain't just
Child
start.
cap on.
But to me, it's just yeah. And to me now it's just to the point where it's like they really running out with the shit. Like, cause I saw one of the bonnets with like a brim, like a hat brim.
A
So it
brim?
was basically like a stylish type. I swear to
Wait,
God,
wait,
yeah.
wait, 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 wait. You say a bonnet with a fucking brim? Is that what I heard?
That's right.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yes. You
Oh
see
my
how far they're taking it is now. And I actually heard somebody who was defending them from Monique. Of course, you're gonna get criticism because, and the funny thing about it, cause you know how Monique used to be, and
hmm
that's how you know she done evolved. Because back in the day, she'd have been like, "You bet you need to start wearing these goddamn bonnets out here. What the fuck's wrong with you?" She'd have done gone off, but she was like, "Hey, love, just
Yeah.
this Auntie Monique or whatever, just trying to talk to him like that." And some people still clap back, in disrespectful ways, like, "Oh man, shut up," and this, that, and the third. And lady had a point, and I mean, it's just sad to see how that shit just going now nowadays, man. The pride is gone. Seem like, you know. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's how I see it.
I actually agree with you. I think it's classless. And when I say classless, I don't mean you got to come out in a suit and tie or prom dress type shit, but you got to have some kind of standard for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You may not have to live up to everybody's standard of what you should be wearing, but you should have a standard for yourself. Now I get it. Sometimes I just throw on some jogging pants, some undershirt, and just slap on some sneakers, go run to the grocery store to grab something. You know what I mean? Real quick. I've done that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't go out looking raggy. You know what I'm saying? To me, I be seeing chicks at the mall though. You come to the mall in bonnet, bro. Like you come to shop
Right.
in your bed clothes and shit, man. Like it's to me, like you said, it's classless, man. Let's have some type of pride for yourself. Because you ain't going to the club like that. When you want to go out to the club, drinking and dancing and stuff like that, you're gonna get all suited and booted, right? I mean, you don't have to get suited and booted to go to the grocery store, but at the same time, you don't want to come looking, you know what I mean, like you just roll out of bed. Like, come on, man. Like
Right.
just some kind of standard for yourself, man. Cause you know what I mean? Like anything can happen. What something happened? You know what I mean? Something tragic happened. And now you out there in your bonnet. Come on, man. I don't know. It's I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't really care for it. Um, I wish they would stop doing it. If you was running to like the gas station real quick, I don't see too much wrong with the gas station, running to the gas station. But you're going to the mall shopping in the grocery store. Because
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, if a woman's in the grocery store, she's shopping. She ain't just picking up something real quick. So, I mean, you
And
know
most
you're
of the
gonna
time,
be
because
there.
she got her.
Hmm?
Yeah, I said most of the time they got their kids with them, and it's a bad
Yeah,
look, man.
it's
It's a
bad
bad
look.
look.
I don't like it, bro. I really don't like it. It's just it's classless. It's trashy. I'm gonna say that. Fuck it. It's trashy. Shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want women to have. You know what I mean? You want people, men to respect you more. But when somebody see you and look at you like that, they're even though it shouldn't be that way, the way it is that they're gonna have less of respect towards you because of how you present yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, that's just how I feel. Fuck it. That's how I feel, man. Want better, do better.
Exactly.
If you want better, do better. Shit. All right.
Bang.
Moving on, man. Moving on, man. I didn't have anything for politics. We did have the 100. I think we mentioned this last week. The 100-year anniversary of the Tulsa, um, Oklahoma stuff, and how
Recent massacre.
yeah, the massacre, and how damn Kawhi, and how Joe Biden went out there. He showed his ass up out there, but I ain't like the whole photo op of it. That's all it really seemed to me. Like you just went out there to say that we acknowledge it happened, motherfucker. We know it happened. You know what I'm saying? Is there something that can be done about it? Some kind of reciprocation, you know what I mean, replenishment or whatever. If you ain't talking about that, then just telling me it happened. Well, shit, we already knew that. You ain't telling us nothing new. So I thought that was just
Yeah.
useless, my opinion. But we gonna jump on over into some sports. Now we know the NBA playoffs is
Oh,
going on. I want you to run it down for me, man. As far as the playoffs outlook right now, what we looking at in the playoffs, sir?
what we looking at in the playoffs right now is the early exit of LeBrick James.
You couldn't wait to get
He's
that off.
out of there in the first round for the first time in his career. Oh man, listen, this double the pleasure, man. The Lakers and LeBron James get put out of the playoffs in the first round. Man,
Mhm.
listen. To me, it's winning the Super Bowl and the NBA championship all in one. All in one, though. So, so
Now,
yeah, they went down. Of course, AD was injured again. You know, he got hurt.
facts.
That was a big reason why they lost the way they did. I can't lie, but um, you can't expect nothing else from him. He always stays hurt. You know, and uh, Utah looking solid as far as out west. Um, Dallas is struggling against the Clippers. I can say that. You know, it's
Yeah,
looking bad for them. Looking bad.
they are. They are. Shit.
Yeah, so it might be an early exit. Might be 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Time for vacation time, fellas. That's right. Your season is over. But yeah, it's wrapping up to be a real good, interesting playoff so far, man. It's real good.
So 76ers and the Hawks. Who you got?
I got Atlanta. They can't do nothing with Trey Young. I mean, they can't absolutely do nothing with the young man. He's unstoppable. They can't stay in front of him. He's lighting it up. As soon as he crosses the half court line, he's open. Matter of fact, when he get out his car to come to the gym, he's open,
Mm,
ready to shoot it and light it up, dog. So they can't do nothing with him. Fully, I predict Atlanta in 6. Yeah, I say
six.
6.
Atlanta and
Yeah.
6. Okay. You see, you'll see that other game when the 76ers was playing, and whoever they was playing before. Um and they had so much time left, and then as soon as they inbound the ball, they just would go and foul Ben Simmons because they know he can't shoot.
Yeah, because he can't shoot.
That shit
He
was
can't
funny.
shoot. Man, to me, he's one of the most overrated players I have seen in a long time, man. And they made the hype about him coming out of LSU, and I'm like, well, if he was so good, he could at least get his team to the tournament. He couldn't even do that. They had a losing season. He he just will not shoot the ball. I think it's a mental thing now. He's not even working on it. He just like I'm gonna just play like this, but he can't. Fully ain't gonna be able to get over that hump until he learn to shoot. Uh,
That shit was just so funny, man. Who no matter who got the ball, just go foul Ben Simmons.
That's right. Just foul him. Put him on the line. He can't hit it. He
They
can't
still
even hit
pulled it
free
out.
throws, man.
They still pulled it out. I think that was the Celtics they was
Can't
playing.
hit free throws.
What about
Mm,
Nets and the Bucks? Who you got?
man, as much as I want to go for the Bucks, man, they're in trouble. I
Mm,
mean, the Nets just lit them up.
they ain't even had Harden.
It's kind of like a yeah, exactly. That's I've been like, well, damn, Harden gone out. They should have a good chance, and they really lit it up. I mean, giving the ramp unstoppable once again. Like, damn, yeah, just double team him every time, give him some help or something. But yeah, I got to pick the Nets reluctantly. They'll beat Milwaukee, and once they beat Milwaukee, they'll just walk right to the NBA Finals. Ain't nobody else gonna deal with them.
Because I think one of the problems, like Giannis, you think he played good D?
No,
And then he
mm-mm,
definitely can't
not
play
a
good
lot.
D at the top of the key against Durant because Durant gonna be at the top of that key. He ain't gonna be sitting in the hole. And
It
ain't
is.
nobody else tall enough to really to, you know, challenge him except Giannis.
Well, see, I just see, but the thing about it is, if you watch the beginning part of that game, Milwaukee been whooping their ass because they've been playing big. They're a bigger team than the Nets. But once they let the Nets start ripping and running and getting the open shots, that's a wrap.
Mm.
You got to get physical with them dudes, and they just ain't getting physical. Well, they started out physical, and the next thing you know, they were shooting jumpers and Giannis shooting three pointers, and I'm like, oh no, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. If I been a point guard, he'd never get the ball if he out past the 3 point line. Never.
Play your game, man. Play your game.
Yeah. So
All right.
yeah,
What
I got to
about
the Nets without a doubt.
Nuggets and the Suns? Who you got? Who you got?
Man, that's a tough one. But Phoenix gonna get them because the Nuggets do not have Jamal Murray. And they really need if they had Jamal Murray healthy in the series, that's would have been a great series. But without him, they'll go down in six.
You
They'll
don't
go down
think
in six.
Devin Booker can carry them over the Nuggets?
Oh,
Carry the Suns
the
over the
Phoenix gonna
Nuggets.
win. Phoenix gonna win.
Oh, you said all right,
Yeah,
yeah, you just said okay.
yeah.
Now Jazz and the winner of this Clipper and Dallas game, it look like it's gonna be the Clippers. You think the Jazz got the
Whoever
Clippers?
come out this series gonna get their ass waxed by the Jazz. The Jazz look unstoppable right now. Nobody can stand in front of Donovan Mitchell. He's doing people dirty left or right. It's no haps. It's no haps.
Um, I made a statement Friday. I'm talking to Vaughn, and he jumped all over me for saying the statement. And I actually do still believe it. I, even after thinking about it, I think I still believe this. I don't think with LeBron James going out of the playoffs in the first round, if he stick with the Lakers, unless they change that team drastically, I don't see them making it back to the playoffs.
Damn. Damn, that's a straight not to the playoffs. You mean the finals or the playoffs? Great.
AD
Hey,
stay hurt too much, and I know they're saying that they ain't get enough chance to rest between last season and this season, especially since they win the championship. You know what I mean? They had to play through all that, and they had a short break before coming back. Didn't really get a chance to heal. Yada yada this, yada yada that. I understand all that, but I think even if with the time they got from now until the season start again, I just don't see them staying healthy enough. You know what I mean? For the whole season for them to make it back to the playoffs. I don't.
well,
I
especially not Anthony Davis because he always, he can't use that excuse about short season because he hurt every season. I don't remember him playing a whole season in his whole career. He always missing games, so you can't trust a dude like that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he ain't taking care of his body the right way. He ain't working out like how he's supposed to, but This dude, man, he'll jump and you just like, just to see him do that shit, like, oh my God, he might hurt himself. But I mean, I think they'll probably make the playoffs. Like you said, now if LeBron James get injured again next season, then you can already tell Father Time catching up with him. It's getting close to the end, and they might not make the playoffs. But I think with him at least playing decently healthy, they'll make the playoffs, but not the first round bounce. Not the first round.
I don't think they're gonna. That's my thing. I don't think they're gonna stay healthy all year long enough for them to win enough games to make the playoffs. Now I'm assuming they're not gonna do that same play-in tournament shit next year. I'm hoping they don't.
Yeah, they're saying they're gonna try it again. I hope not either. But that was a lot of bad basketball.
That just didn't make no sense to me. But I'm gonna stand behind it. I don't see them boy making it back, man. Not with the way the injuries set up. Nah, I don't see it happening. And I stand on it. Stand on that.
Hey, it might go down.
All right.
Yeah, that's what's up. Stand on that, man.
Stand on it, man. Stand on it. Naomi Osaka. So she pulls out of the French Open due to her issues with her mental stability, mental healthiness rather, and she wanted to take a break from it. She feels like the reporters and the interviews are a little bit unfair. The way they conducted, or the type of questions they ask, or the repetitive questions that they ask, and she was saying how like sometimes they ask those questions prior to the matches, and it puts a lot of doubt in her mind, and she can't be on her game right. So she doesn't want to. She didn't. Well, first she didn't want to do the interviews, and then they were, huh?
No, I
Yeah,
see nothing. They find her.
oh yeah, they find her, and then she was like, you know what, fuck it, I just won't play. I just won't play. Fuck it. Which I'm not mad at her, man. Like to be that young and to have the state of mind to care for self over what everybody else wants you to do, I commend her for that, man. That's big. That's big to make that decision at the level that she's at for the type of attention that she's getting, man. Big.
No doubt. No doubt. I appreciate her, man. And honestly, the reason why she getting all this attention now is because of her stance on equal rights and everything in this country that's wrong. And she been one of the biggest talkers as far as like tennis, females tennis or whatever over the past couple of years, and she been standing out. So I think she is kind of targeted. I believe that, because we know how some people in the media are. They got their good peoples, but they got their assholes too, and they will poke and prod at that young lady, just to get her to say something wrong or out of the line or whatever. Yeah. And I like the fact that she's smart enough to get out the way. Just like how you said at first, she was like, "Well, all right, I just ain't talking to y'all," and so they find her. So when they find her, they really thought that was gonna make her be like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do it." And she was like, "Fuck it, I ain't playing. How about that? I'm out."
I like it.
And yeah, I like it because the people coming to see her. Bottom line, right. She knows her power, dog, and she wields that power in the right way. She told them, "Hey, you know what? If that's how y'all gonna treat me, I'm out. You ain't gotta find me no more because I'm all the way gone." Yeah, how about that?
That's powerful. That's big for somebody her age. That's at that level, you know what I mean? Because a lot of time when you're young, you just want that attention, but she's not an attention person. She just want to play the sport. She just happened to be very, very good at it.
Right.
You know what I mean? She don't care about all that accolades and all the other stuff. People trying to media attention. She don't give a shit about that. So I commend her for that.
Right.
I commend her for that.
No doubt, no doubt. We are big fans of Naomi Osaka, and we here, primarily speaking, support her fully.
We support you. Salute. Take care of your mental health out there, people. Take care of yourself, man. Because ain't nobody else can do it for you. Moving on. Right. We're gonna jump into. I was gonna see. I didn't put this in sports. I had to put this in entertainment because I think it's gonna be entertaining. Mayweather and Logan Paul. They fighting tonight. Who you got?
Come on, man. You're not gonna put no average Joe in there fighting the best fighter that we've ever seen, and he gonna win. Floyd gonna try to knock that dude out purposely, man, for his brother taking his hat.
Oh
Floyd gonna take that
man,
shit out on him.
it's gonna be
Yeah,
funny. What time that fight
it's
come
gonna
on?
be
You know?
fun. Honestly, I think it's supposed to come on 6 o'clock, I think, or 6:30.
Oh, for real? Oh
Mm.
shit! That
I'm
shit.
not sure.
The
Yeah,
Western. I mean, Pacific time or Eastern time. I know they in
that
Vegas,
is a
but
good question.
aren't they fighting in Vegas or are they fighting in Miami?
No, you know what? I think they might be in Atlantic City. Hold up. Let me see, real quick.
Yeah, why you
Trying to get
posted?
my
I need
shit
to look
together
that shit
here.
up. So I've been like, I want to see the fight. I might go to Carter House to watch the fight, man, because he get the fights, man. So
Yeah, yeah,
oh, it's at
yeah.
8 tonight at 8
They in Atlantic.
Eastern.
Or is it 8? You got it.
Hmm. Yeah, they
Okay, I don't know
expected
why
to
I thought
really
it was. It
fight
might be
starting
on.
around 10 o'clock.
See, and that's why I knew it though, because Floyd don't fight early. Floyd fights always late. That's the prime time when everybody amped up, ready for a fight, man. His fights, Floyd fights are some of the most amazing shit I've ever seen in my life, dog. Just
Mm.
the energy and everything else that goes with one of his fights, man. He's just one of the best. I don't know. I understand why people don't like him because losers hate winners, but I can dig. I can dig.
I'm not mad. I mean, at first I didn't agree with it because I'm me myself thinking that's such a. I get it. It's exhibition. It's for the money, bringing attention to his fighters, yada yada yada. But I, j- I just think it should have been somebody more worthy to fight Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Not a real boxer. It ain't even had to be a title contending type fight, but at the same time, somebody that's actually a boxer instead of
Well, you know
YouTuber.
what it's all about, cuz it's about that dollar bill.
Money,
Floyd
money, money,
Floyd
money.
know he can exactly. Floyd knew since he beat up what's that cat name? Conor McGregor. When he
Mm,
beat him up, how much money they made, Floyd been like, oh shit, we can make a lot of money off this black white stuff. Because a lot of them white dudes really thought Conor McGregor had a chance to beat Floyd Mayweather in that boxing ring, dog.
I did.
And I'd be like, I don't know what y'all thinking. This is so disrespectful, man.
It
He's
is,
an
man.
average Joe as far as boxing. You can't come in there and beat a professional.
No, it's not gonna happen, man. And just the audacity that he has to think that he got a chance. It's crazy.
Right. Exactly.
Audacity is crazy.
And you know what? And that for that reason alone, that's why Floyd gonna knock him out. Because he
Mm,
really think he got a chance at beating Floyd Mayweather at his own game. I think this dude been boxing for like what 4 or 5 years, something like that.
yeah,
He been training and doing this thing or whatever, but he's a novice dog. Floyd is all Madden. This dude is about to get knocked out tonight.
yeah. We ain't see Floyd knock nobody out in a long time.
Yeah, a long time, man. After he messed up his hands, he
Right.
made it more technical. That's why he started fighting this way he been fighting. People don't remember when he been Pretty Boy Floyd, and he been fighting in wars. Against Chico
Bang.
Corrales and all them other dudes, man.
Yeah,
Shit, man, Floyd been the real deal, straight up. So
man.
it's gonna be a
I
good
want
one. I will be watching. So yep,
you watching the fight at, you know?
I have no idea right now, but I will find a spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I see Carlo lives so far, man. I don't really want to drive all the way over there to watch the fight. So I might go to the bar around the corner or something.
Damn. Well, shit. I mean, hey, you're comfortable at Castle House.
Yeah, I know. I'll be damn sure comfortable, but man, I just don't want to drive that far. Because that means I got to drive home afterwards, and it's a Sunday. I
Right,
go to
and
work
that's that
tomorrow.
old man shit.
I gotta go to work tomorrow,
Yeah,
bro.
see how that thing work.
Yeah, man. All
Hey,
right, so and I ain't ordered. I ain't
old
paying
man
$50.
decisions, man.
I'm not paying $50 to see that shit. Sorry.
You ain't gonna pay the 5-0.
No, I ain't paying the five. I ain't paying the five. Like Martin said.
That's one of my favorite episodes, man.
All
Oh
right.
man.
Meat and potatoes, man. Meat and potatoes, man. I forgot entertainment. I finally watched Army of the Dead. Y'all got on my ass last week for not watching
Yeah,
it. So I watched it. I watched
you
it today
goddamn right.
and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty decent movie. You know what I'm saying? I really did enjoy it. It started off a little like peculiar, but I didn't like now I did one thing I didn't like is that damn near everybody died. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's
Oh,
the best part about it.
your boy did Amari Harwood character. He did survive and get some money, but he ended up being a damn zombie. So
Right.
I don't really count him as a survivor per se. But yeah, they ain't really get no money, man. That's what made me mad.
But
But
that been the best part to me. Like,
yeah,
hey, listen, everybody died. Like to
yeah.
me, whenever I see movies like that, man, that's just those be the best movies to me, man.
When everybody died,
Yeah, especially when you think like, oh, this dude could be the hero, or she could be the hero. Nah, fuck that. Everybody gets it. Everybody dies because you got to think about it. They all been assholes.
yeah, nah,
Usually,
Dave
you gotta go
Batista
and have money.
character wasn't an asshole.
Yeah, he was. His daughter ain't even like him. Come on, man.
He ain't been no asshole just because she ain't like him.
He was a
You
jerk.
know how these youngsters
They
is. They
all.
be having attitude for no fucking reason.
Oh yeah, very true. But they all were jerks though. They all deserve what they got. They- and it was a great movie. And like I said, to me, that's what made it real good. Because at first I've been like, I wonder who gonna survive. Because once that one zombie kicked the shit out of Mario Hardwick, I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah, he done.
I thought he been done.
Because
I
I
didn't
thought
even
he was
see when
stuck
he
in
get
it.
bite, but I thought he been done. And then even
Yeah, I've been trying to remember when that bit too.
even
And see, that's the funny thing too. Like, why it take him so long to turn into a zombie if he had get bite a while ago?
that's
You
what
know?
that bothered me too. I'm like, damn, he done survived the damn blast and shit in the vault, and then turned around and made it all the way to a private plane and shit, and then he ended up being.
Yeah,
So I've been
yeah.
like, what the
You know, he
fuck,
was.
man?
That's when I knew it was too good though. Because yeah, he had all the money. He get on a private jet. He had two white bitches, champagne and everything. I'm like, this ain't too good right here. This ain't
And the
too
white
good.
bitches, that's what did it.
Yeah, you know it, dog. You already know. You already know, man.
Oh shit, you fool, man, you fool. Now you know what character, one of the
Yeah.
characters I like the most on there? Peters,
Which
the
one?
damn helicopter pilot. I like her character.
The helicopter. Yeah, man. I like that.
She be like two
Yeah,
million.
she been
I'm in.
tripping, man.
I don't even care what it's about. I'm in.
Hmm.
Count me in, goddamn. You see my life is shit. I'm in. Let's do it.
Hey,
I don't want her to die,
yeah,
man.
that's yeah, I didn't want her to die too, man. That's taking the Taro. She's a stand-up comedian. She
Oh,
funny.
okay. Yeah,
She
she was
real,
tripping.
yeah. If you get a chance, check her out. Yeah,
Was
she
that
been tripping. She be tripping.
the
Yeah, I like her
the
character.
chick that was like Dave Bautista's? I want to say his love interest. Let's say that when she got her head spinning around on her body. What was her name?
Oh man,
I
listen.
thought that was Penelope Cruz at first. I'm like, oh, that ain't Penelope Cruz. Can't remember her.
No, it ain't put. Oh no, it ain't Penelope Cruz now. That's
I can't remember her name. But
Oh man, as soon as
that
you
shit was
said
a
it, I can't remember. Yeah,
little group. That was a little gruesome the way they catch her. I ain't thought she was gonna die like that. I was like, God damn.
yeah, that one been a shocker, dog. See, and like I say, man, them type of kills like that, and them type of movies, that's what gets you motivated to be like, I'm gonna see what happened next. Like, you know where that person is supposed to die,
Yeah, I ain't thought
but
she was
she,
supposed to die, man. But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
it
And
was a good
I
movie.
kind of dug. Yeah,
What you about to say?
no, I say I dug the way she died. He just turned that head straight around. Shoop, gotcha.
How you
It,
know?
it been kind of funny. You know how I laugh at shit like that, man. I dig shit like that.
I was like, ooh, okay, okay. I see what they doing. Nobody lives. That's the first thing I thought. I said, all right, so no one lives from this man. If she did, ain't nobody gonna live. But that was cool. It was a
Right?
good movie, man.
Nobody. Everybody.
Thank y'all for motivating me, talking all that shit for to go watch it. I said I gotta make sure I watch this
Hey,
before we do the show today.
that's right, because we would have real sure ass some more if you didn't. That's what we here for. That's
I
what we
know,
here
I
for.
know, I know, I know. God damn it. So yeah, that's anything else in entertainment? And I see nothing else good. I watched Spiral. I saw that's available on Amazon Prime, but I haven't watched it yet. But I think I might check that out before we do the next show, man. See what that's all about. I don't really do horror movies, but I want to see Chris Rock.
That's the movie with Chris Rock and them with Jigsaw and shit.
Yeah, yeah, like a Jigsaw type spinoff. Samuel Jackson and they playing Chris Rock daddy.
Oh, Sam and I'm watching.
Sam
Yeah,
L,
that's
man.
automatic.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
you gotta watch it if Sam's hell in it. God damn it,
That's my dog, man. That's my
that's
dog,
that
man.
dude.
That's it for entertainment. I don't know if you had anything else. I don't know about no new music or any other good TV shows that came out or movies recently. So unless you have anything to add, we gonna move on, sir. Sir. Oh, you muted, man. Come on off mute. Come on off. Come on back. Oh, you must be doing something. Look at you. Just look at you. Give me a heads up next time. Now we're gonna move into meat and potatoes, but I didn't have a real I didn't have the structure for how I wanted to have this topic. It was just about us not being in control as far as being minorities. We obviously minorities in this country. And we don't have a position of control. And talk I was talking to Bob about this Friday too. And every time he tried to rebut everything I was saying, I was like, the reason why we can't do that is because we don't have control. We are not in a position to make change. The change, the decision to change something is going to come from somebody else, not from us. You know what I'm saying? Just
Mm-hmm.
because we are the minority. And like I said, I didn't really have a specific scenario to surround that thought from, but that was just a thought I had. That was the biggest thought I had this week, this past week about what's going on. Like we just are not in a position of power, you know what I'm saying, to make real change. There's a lot of symbolic changes, man. Just like the whole Asian Pacific was Asian American and Pacific Islander bill that they passed and all these other things, man. It just boils your blood sometimes to know that all the kicking and screaming we do don't hardly mean nothing until they decide they want to do something different about it.
Yeah, that shit hell, dog. I mean, when you think about it, because and me, you and I had the discussion plenty of times about what we want and when we want it, and sometimes you feel like a slow trickle or something like that, but that shit really kind of puts me off, that they got that bill passed so fast. We still ain't got an anti-lynching law. The George Floyd law ain't been signed into law yet. Um, and we always gotta wait. Everybody jump the line while we stand in the line. They get ushered right on in, and while we waiting on the outside trying to get in. And I think at some point it's gonna get frustrating, and then go get
It's been
frustrating to a point where shit gonna happen, and it's not gonna be real. It's not gonna be pretty when it really goes down.
right.
Because I believe it is gonna get to that point because people getting tired.
Been
But
past time, man.
and one of the things about that, just like even how you've been talking earlier, I still remember him saying, if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, motherfucker, you ain't even black people. Yeah. So if you gonna make a statement bold like that, you really need to be bold and do shit to help out fucking black people. Period.
Exactly.
We need that anti-lynching law signed into law. We need all that shit happening now, not yesterday or nothing like that. We need all that shit now. That's crazy how we always got to sit back while everybody else get their fucking cake and shit. We don't get
Exactly.
nothing. You know, yeah, it's bullshit, man. It's fucking bullshit. Excuse me for being, my language, but I'm a sailor and fuck it.
Hey man, I agree with you, man. This shit is maddening, man. It just angers you, you know what I'm saying, to to sit and watch. Like you say, everybody else get fed and then they throwing us them scraps, man. It's maddening. When you know it's enough food to go around. They still throwing you the scraps, man.
Right.
Shit. That's why I say we just not in a position of power. You know what I mean? We not gonna we can make small strides, but those strides are still determined by somebody else. You know, on a grander scale, we can make individual things in our community, like I was talking about last week. We could take care of our communities overall, like you talking statewide, federal type of mandates and things like that. We just don't have that position. You know what I mean? And I don't know if we'll ever get there, at least through the proper channels. I don't really see us getting it through the proper channels.
What do you mean when you say proper channels?
Like going through using their system. You know what I mean? If we use their system, we'll never get there. You know what I mean? Because it's
Oh,
their system. They built that system. They know and they will not give up the control of said system to
right.
any other group of people. They're not going to do that. I don't think that's going to happen, period. I don't care how you try to slice it, try to picture it. You know what I mean? Saying, yeah, if you do this, if you do that, no, it's not out. It's their system. They're not going to give it up. Would you do that if you built the house, right? Let's say you built a community, not even how you started it. You yourself, you built the community, and you say, I want to be fair to everybody here, and I want to make sure, you know what I mean, people get treated, respectfully, you know what I mean, and properly. I want people to be treated like that. And then somebody steps in, and you allowing people to come into your community, but they agree with most of the stuff that you say, but they have certain things that they disagree with. Well, you can be like, well, this my shit. So either you conform to my shit or you go somewhere else and do your own shit.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You're not gonna say, well, okay, well then vote me out and you can take over my shit and then dictate it how you want to. I just don't
Yeah.
see that happening. I
No,
could be
and
wrong, but
oh no, dog, you ain't wrong at all. I mean, that's just real. If people with power are not going to give it up, it
nope.
has to be taken forcefully. And even I, me and a friend of mine was talking a couple months ago, matter of fact, about Zimbabwe and
Mm.
how they got their liberation and everything. They had to take up arms, man. They had to kick ass. It was violent, but
It's violent.
and nobody wishes that or anything like that or whatever, man. But at some point, you just can't keep people down and having your knee on their neck, so to say. And I'm gonna keep using that phrase, and get your knee off my neck. But it's gonna be a time when people strike back, and it's gonna get ugly. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And it could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. You know.
Could have been avoided. And it's not even that I don't think it's a sense of we want to be in power or in control. We just want fairness. And the fairness just never
Right.
comes. You know what I mean? You don't just trickle down and give me these droplets of water when you got a whole reservoir over there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else getting a cupfuls from, and you just sending me down little droplets, man. Just give me a cupful too. That's it. Just
That's
I
it.
want my cup
That's
full just like
simple.
everybody else want their cup full. And you just and you intentionally not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's intentional. It's not like that's how I feel. I just don't feel like they're going to ever allow us to have the things that we deserve. As long as we in their system, put it that way. As long as we operating within the system of theirs, got to play by their rules, and their rules will not allow us to have that kind of power.
No,
That's just
you're
my
absolutely correct, man. And you're absolutely correct. And it's been documented in history, just like the Tulsa race massacre. When they get to a certain amount of power, they tear it down, burn it up, take it as their own. It's land in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in that Greenwood section that was actually taken from black folks forcefully and
Mhm.
given out to the city and to other white private owners.
Yeah. You know what
That's
Biden
how
should have did?
businesses.
Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
that's crazy. No, but I mean that's how they do business in their world. That's crazy. How they play by certain rules, and at the same time they want us to be like, no, you can't play by our rule. You got to be this way. And that shit just crazy, man. Nothing will happen until it's taken.
Right.
And that's just real.
When Biden went down there, what he should have did, but a monumental move. Give that land back to the people, to the families of the descendants of the people where it was who was took it from. That's what he should have did. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So what if the people get mad that currently quote unquote own it? You know what I mean? It wasn't yours to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So shit, if you
Exactly.
can't be mad that it get taken back from you, you can't be mad at that shit. So that would have been a bold monumental move. If he went down and like all the land that was taken, we giving it back to the people it belongs to. Now that would have been dope. I would applaud that. You know what I'm saying? And be like, that's what's up. But he just wanted to fucking forward.
Yeah. And, and right after he said that, all you would have heard was bam. Mm, take him down. They don't play fair, man. They don't play by the rules, man.
No, they don't, man. I don't know. We just gotta find our low slice of life, man. We gotta keep punching, like you say, like you always like to say, man. We gotta keep punching and trying to make things
Right.
better for us overall. But we gotta also find that little slice of happiness within our own vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's going to make us happy on a small scale. That's what I'm trying to say. On a smaller scale, we got to find that slice of happiness on a small scale and keep fighting for what can be better for the future generations on a larger scale.
Yeah, no doubt. Keep building it up. Keep building it up. Like you say, keep
All right.
punching. And let's keep doing it.
All right. Sit your ass down. Let's move on to the last and final segment of the show. Is sit your ass down. So, Mr. Rex, do you have a candidate? Sit your ass down.
Well, this week for my sit your ass down, I had a couple of honorable mentions, but I won't get into that because I want to direct strictly on Mr. LeBron James. That's
Mm.
right. Now, I don't recollect me ever sitting LeBron James down on this show,
I
but he
don't
gonna
think
sit
so.
his big ass down today. He gonna sit his big ass down today.
Okay.
2 times within 1 week, he done lost 2 games. And what does he do? He leaves the court without shaking anybody's hand.
Oh, he
Well,
did
except
that
for
on
his
the
own.
last game?
Yeah, he did that the last game too. Yeah, he did the
Oh,
same thing. He did it twice. He did it twice.
he walked out early the
And
second to
for
last game, innit?
yeah, exactly. He left early, and he left early last game. He did it again. He did it twice. That's why I'm trying to say. I mean, to me, I coming up playing sports. The first thing we learn about is sportsmanship. After the game, win or lose, you get in the line, you shake everybody's hand, you go down the line. That's just taught, and I'm pretty sure that he was taught that as a youngster. But now he now got to a certain height where everybody's shitting him to think he's the greatest player of all time, and he's not. And he's this, that, and the third, and he don't have to do this. The worst thing about it is, I don't believe he's getting criticized for it like how he should.
Ooh,
Because there was never
boy.
a time when Cole or Mike ever, just walk off the court. They've been real sportsmen, man. And like I've been saying a while ago, when things don't go his way, he's a crybaby. He plays Madden on Pro.
Like the
And for
92 Knicks,
this
huh?
week, oh yeah, and for this week here, he's gonna sit his ass down. LeBron James, sit your big ass down. And you got a lot of time because you're home now.
Nice and comfy on the couch.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah, real.
Thank you for that. Sit your ass down, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Might sit your ass down for the week of June the 6th, 2021 is Stephen A. Smith. So the other day, I forget, I think it
Oh
was like Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, Stephen A. Smith went on a nice little rant, talking about how when Danny Ainge is stepping down as I think he's the GM for the
yeah, he's
Celtics.
the GM and president.
So he's stepping
Mhm.
down from that position, and the current head coach is going to move into that position now. Don't know much about the what's his name, Brad Stevens, I think.
Yeah, head
Okay,
coach. Well,
so he the
former head
head
coach.
coach, and I guess the issue was that there are other, uh, I guess black executives that are more qualified for the position over Danny Ainge.
Mhm,
I'm not Danny Ainge over Brad Stevens. I
mhm,
guess that's what the hoopla is about. But Stephen A. Smith goes on a rant and talk about how the black players aren't stepping up to say something about this, like why they aren't in an outrage over this, right? And
mhm,
I mean, he went on a long, like a 4 minute rant, right, on
mhm,
first take, and then he just walked off and said, excuse me, let me leave before I say something. You know what I mean? Low, say too much, pretty much. And I was like, dude, all these black players, whether it's basketball or football, have been stepping up to say shit about injustice, inequality, all that type of stuff for years. People been doing this. And then last year, and correct me if I'm wrong, but last year when they was protesting about not playing at all in the league because of unfairness and social injustice, he was was like, "Play. Like, what's wrong? Go get your money. Go get your money." It's like I don't like the hypocritical positions that he takes. You know what I'm saying? Just out the blue, randomly. And then gonna try to call people out for not coming up and saying nothing. Ain't nobody, was there anybody that was supposed to be up for the job that didn't get it? Like, I don't know if there was a list of people and then they just happened to pick Brad Stevens. Like, I don't know what that list looks like. But how you gonna try to call people out, dog, when people always be speaking up for shit like that? And just because this one time you didn't hear anybody saying something, you trying to call out them boys, man, sit your ass down, man. Because to me, he's a big hypocrite when it comes to shit like that. It's like he looking for sound bites or he looking for attention. I don't know what the fuck it is. But when people were screaming all that shit last time, you was against what they were saying. I don't say he was against it, but he was saying they shouldn't be doing that. They should be worrying about this, that, the other stuff. Now you want to be worried. Now that you feel like me and worrying about it, everybody else need to be on board on the same page, man. Sit your ass down, man.
Tell him
You're not
again.
you are not the damn you are not the drum major of that band of people to talk about justice, equality, and stuff like that. It's not, people don't need to be ready when you ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, just shut the fuck up too. You know what I mean? Don't just sit down, but shut the fuck up at the same time.
All
That should just like, damn, man. It's like, stop being so loud and a hypocrite. You know what I mean? If you go, I can see if you had one stance that you be screaming all the time, but it's just so fucking exhausting, man. So exhausting so fucking exhausting, bro. But that's my sit your ass down for this week. Mr. Stephen A. Smith. Sit down, bro. Shut the
No
fuck up.
doubt, man. We definitely appreciate you sit your ass down. That was awfully crafted, man, and definitely needed. Cause that brother needs to sit his ass down and shut the fuck up for real.
It just be so damn exhausting, bro. Goodness.
Yeah, he hypocritical, man. Yeah, and I mean, I can only imagine what Colin Kaepernick was thinking when he was saying that. I know he had to be like, I can't believe this dude right here.
I know, right? Oh,
This
oh.
dude.
All right. So that has been our last segment. Sit your ass down. And that's gonna be our show for this week, man. Anything you want to say to the people to wrap up before we close this thing out?
Well, the only thing I gotta say is I thank everybody for listening. Thank y'all for still supporting us. We are back. We're gonna be back. Grown up things happen sometimes, but we still here. Marching on, and we keep on punching. Y'all keep doing the same thing. Keep your head up high. Do your thing, man. We need more peace in this world. I love everybody.
We out here.
Exactly.
One thing I do want to mention is that for some reason there's a fucking blue crab drought in the metro. I know ain't no drought in Charleston, but all this weekend I couldn't get no blue crabs nowhere, bro. I've been out just scratching, boy. I've been itching and shit. I couldn't get that shit nowhere, man. I couldn't get my fix, man.
Yeah. I'm about to say you've been scratching it. You've been scratching that itch.
Yeah, man. I've been trying. I've been like, I ended up getting some crab legs, and I was not satisfied with that.
That'll never be. That's not a good substitute. I try to tell people all the time, and they don't understand. If they don't understand the difference, they don't understand how to eat blue crabs. I'm telling you, it's a big difference. Yeah, it's a big difference, man. But I mean, even down here, they had it. But if you don't get up and go early, you ain't get no crabs, dog. I'm sorry.
You running out down there?
Oh, yeah, they be running out early. They run out down here at least around about 11:30 or 12 o'clock.
AM?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the morning. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
early?
because most of the spots down here open up. Yeah, because most of the spots down here open up like probably like 9:30 or 10 or something like that. And people be in line waiting outside, man, just to go in and hire up, get big crabs and get up. And I mean, they be getting like 3 dozen. It's crazy, man, because they even boosting the prices because they know the people gonna pay it.
Man, we got a spot called Mr. Seafood. This joker don't open till 2 p.m. on Saturday.
Yeah.
Some of them don't open
as much as you can. Probably.
Some of them don't open till 11 a.m. on Saturday. You know what I mean? I'd be like, shit. Clifton's is the spot, like the number one seafood spot here. And man, you go to Clifton's, man, them will be having a line up out the door, bro. I don't see a line at no other place but at Clifton's. You know what I mean? You got to find the spots, man. Like it's getting to the point now. I'm gonna have to get crabs on like Thursday and then put them in like the fridge or the freezer until Saturday if I want them on Saturday, because can't find them on Saturday, man. Can't fucking find it on
Man,
Saturday.
listen, man. No, like I said, not unless you got the hookup and you can go someplace for sure early, and they'll have your shit ready for you. But other than that, shit, you short, dog, straight up.
Word, word. Well, yeah, man, that was my last little message for the end of the show. So we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, folks, man. Like Rick said, man, thank you for listening, man. We are always here to provide you with such entertaining and informational content. That's what we do. That's what we're here for. And
We do.
we will see you motherfuckers next week. Yeah, yeah, next week. See you next week. Check us out, man. You know, we on YouTube. We are on Facebook. We on Instagram. Yeah. We on SoundCloud.
You sure? You don't sound sure?
SoundCloud, Anchor FM, Apple Podcast, and Spotify as well, man. So check us out, man. Check us out. Sure. Like, subscribe, rate, review. Drop your 2 cents, man. Let us know what you think about anything that we said, man. You might agree, disagree, be indifferent, don't give a fuck. Just let us know you don't give a fuck. We want to know that too. Primarily speaking, man, PRIMERILY speaking, no spaces, underscores, or dashes. I have been your host with the most, man, with the gas, Mr. Pop in 2 quarters. Let me get in that ass. It is your boy, Prime and Azul to the 25.
And there's no doubt the voice that's your choice. The total package, Rex Devereaux, one of downtown's finest, and a Port City original. Don't forget that part either. We will be back soon. And to our fearless leader, he gonna lead us on out with a little something.
Deuces, that's what we're gonna lead up out here with.
Peace.
Yes.